October 1st, 2013, Glen Park Branch Library, San Francisco. Science fiction section. 6 FBI agents surround a 29-year-old man hunched over a laptop, his screen glowing with encrypted chat logs. Within seconds, he's pressed against a floor-to-ceiling window, hands behind his back. The laptop stays open. The admin account still logged in. On the screen, Dread Pirate Roberts, administrator of the largest criminal marketplace the Internet has ever seen. Over $1 billion in illegal transactions, hundreds of kilograms of narcotics, murder-for-hire schemes. And it all came down because someone Googled the wrong username. Early 2011. Somewhere in the United States, a physics graduate from the University of Texas launches an experiment. His name is Ross Ulbricht. He's 26 years old, libertarian-leaning, and convinced the war on drugs is a failure. What he builds isn't just a website, it's an anonymous economy designed to exist beyond the reach of any government. He calls it Silk Road. It runs on the Tor network, a series of encrypted relay servers that mask IP addresses and make users virtually untraceable. Payments are made in Bitcoin, a decentralized cryptocurrency that leaves no paper trail, no names, no locations, no evidence. Within months, Silk Road becomes the go-to black market for narcotics sold over the Internet, and Ulbricht takes on a new identity. Dread Pirate Roberts, the shadowy administrator who controls it all. By 2013, Silk Road is processing $300,000 in heroin sales per day. Thousands of drug dealers use the platform. Ulbricht lives in a modest San Francisco apartment under the alias Josh Terry, paying $1,000 a month to rent a room with 2 roommates who have no idea what he does. His cut, millions in Bitcoin commissions. But Silk Road isn't just about drugs anymore. Guides on hacking ATMs, counterfeit documents, firearms, murder for hire. The site has become a digital underworld where anything illegal can be bought with enough cryptocurrency. And Dread Pirate Roberts runs it all from behind layers of encryption, VPNs, and false identities. To law enforcement, he's a ghost. 2011 DEA headquarters. The Drug Enforcement Agency knows Silk Road exists, they just don't know who's running it. The investigation stalls. Tor is designed to be impenetrable. Bitcoin transactions are pseudonymous. Every lead hits a dead end. And then the case gets assigned to Gary Alford, a special agent with the IRS Criminal Investigation Unit. Alford isn't a cyber forensics expert. He's a tax investigator, but he has a theory. This is just some guy behind a computer. The old school stuff still works. Instead of trying to crack encryption, Alford decides to search the Internet for the earliest mentions of Silk Road. He uses Google's advanced search feature. He looks for posts made right before the site went live. January 27th, 2011. 4 days after Silk Road launches, Alford finds a post in a small discussion forum, the username Altoid. The message, a casual mention of Silk Road, asking if anyone had tried it. Alford keeps digging. March 2011, another post from Altoid, this time on a Bitcoin forum. The user is looking for an IT expert to work on a Bitcoin project. And for the first time, Altoid makes a mistake. He asks interested candidates to contact him at an email address, rossulbricht@gmail.com. Alford has a name. Mid-2013, the FBI, DEA, and IRS now know Ross Ulbricht exists. They just need proof he's Dread Pirate Roberts. An undercover DEA agent infiltrates Silk Road and becomes an administrator, gaining access to internal chats. The timestamps show Pacific time. That narrows Ulbricht's location to the West Coast. Meanwhile, investigators subpoena Ulbricht's VPN provider. Deleted logs show login activity from an internet cafe 500 yards from an address on Hickory Street, the home of Ulbricht's close friend. The same location tied to his Gmail account. Law enforcement seizes a Silk Road server in Iceland. It contains Bitcoin transaction records that trace directly back to Ulbricht's laptop. By September 2013, the FBI has enough. A warrant is issued for Ross Ulbricht's arrest. September 2013, San Francisco. A DEA investigator named Jared Deryegiayan sits in Bello, a coffee shop near Ulbricht's apartment. He's logged into Silk Road's admin chat, posing as Cirrus, a trusted associate. 2:40 p.m. Dredd. Pirate Roberts is online. 2:47 p.m. Dredd logs off. Minutes later, Ulbricht walks out of his apartment and heads toward the coffee shop. Deryegiayan ducks out. The shop is too crowded. Ulbricht leaves and walks 30 feet down the street. He enters the Glen Park branch library. Moments later, Dredd Pirate Roberts logs back into the admin chat. Deryegiayan types, "Hi, are you there?" The goal, get Ulbricht to log into Silk Road while physically present, confirming he and Dredd Pirate Roberts are the same person. Dredd responds. He's signed into both the chat and the main Silk Road site. FBI agents move in. They grab the laptop before Ulbricht can close it. He's pressed against the window, handcuffed. Deryegiayan walks up the stairs and checks the screen. Ulbricht is logged in as Dredd Pirate Roberts. It's over. Ulbricht is charged in federal courts in New York and Maryland. The charges: drug trafficking conspiracy, computer hacking conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, and solicitation of murder for hire. A search of his home uncovers USB drives containing encrypted Silk Road documents. His laptop holds Bitcoin wallets tied directly to the seized Icelandic servers. February 2015, a federal jury convicts Ulbricht on all counts. May 29, 2015, he's sentenced to life in prison without parole. The judge calls Silk Road the most sophisticated and extensive criminal marketplace on the internet. But there's a darker twist. 2 federal agents who worked on the case, DEA agent Carl Force and Secret Service agent Sean Bridges, are later charged with fraud and money laundering. Force had posed as a hitman named Death from Above and extorted $235,000 from Ulbricht. Bridges stole over $820,000 in Bitcoin directly from Silk Road during the investigation. The system that was supposed to bring Ulbricht down had been corrupted from within. Silk Road didn't die with Ulbricht's arrest. Copycat markets emerged within weeks. Some grew larger than the original, but the case changed how law enforcement approaches dark web investigations. The FBI proved that anonymity isn't absolute, that human error always leaves traces. Ulbricht's mistake wasn't technical, it was careless. One forum post, one email address, one moment of visibility. That's all it took to unravel an empire built on invisibility. Ross Ulbricht remains in federal prison. Dredd Pirate Roberts is now just a cautionary tale, proof that no matter how deep you hide, someone, somewhere, is learning to see in the dark. Thanks for watching. To the end of this documentary, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more documentaries like this. See you in the next one.